Phil.
Are you listening? Damn.
What's up, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Race to 100.
Episode 17.
I'm your co-host, Neil Batang.
I'm Rick Storsell.
He's Rick Storsell.
I am still Rick Storsell.
He's still Rick Storsell. How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Feeling good?
I'm feeling great,
Looking
man.
good?
Yesterday was fun.
Yeah.
A little trash talking.
A little bit of trash talking. You know, we're getting through this stuff. What episode are we on?
I think we're on 17.
Okay, we are on episode number 17.
17.
So today we're going to talk about something very interesting. We are going to talk about the influence that hip-hop music has had on white America.
Well, you've seen me do my Soldier Boy, so
Yeah.
it's had a profound impact.
The rhythm or lack thereof that this guy shows whenever he does the Soldier Boy, but he's confident whenever he does it. It's very funny. But other than the Soldier Boy dance, and on a more serious note, do you think that rap music, hip hop, the culture has it had an influence maybe on you and how you interact with minorities, those of a different skin color than you, listening to rap music?
Oh, I absolutely think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just think about if I'm at a party and it's a predominantly African American party that's listening to rap, I feel much more intimidated than if it's a predominantly white party and I'm listening to rap.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I feel very self-conscious.
Okay. Well, one thing the thing about music is, as the good old Bob Marley would say, may he rest in peace, when it hits you, it feels no pain. And people argue that the hip hop culture has broken more barriers than the civil rights movement. It really. Post civil rights movement in the 1980s, with the rise of television purchases and people tuning into MTV, because MTV, that's when it really boomed in the 80s. A lot of suburban white kids who had televisions could afford cable. They could afford MTV. What was one of the greatest shows on MTV during the 80s?
So did MTV then give a platform for black artists to expose rap and hip hop to a wider audience? Is that what it was?
It wasn't consistent. What it was is, it literally, at first, like, okay, they would play all types of music. They would play mostly rock, and then they had like a small segment during the day between, I want to say, like 2:30 and like somewhere between like after school, and they had one of their most successful shows. It was called Yo MTV Raps. And this is when the white kids would come home from school, the suburban white kids, and they would turn on MTV because it was the cool new fad. Like, it was kind of like an iPhone. Like the MTV in the 80s was like having an iPhone. Do you watch MTV? Do you have cable? Like, you have MTV? Like, oh my God, you're so cool. And then these kids, right after school, they would tune into rap and watch a lot of the rap videos that were out there and experience the hip hop culture. It was coming at them full throttle, and that is what a lot of experts, analysts, authors argue is what really helped mesh the dichotomy between blacks and whites. And it's very interesting when you think about it that way, because, like, as a black person in this country, when you go to a party and there'll be a bunch of like white kids, like I can tell you, it's happened so many times in life, Rick Storsell, where no one says anything to me. I'm not talking to you. You're not. Maybe they're not comfortable. And then a rap song comes on, and then we both like it, and then we start talking from there. You know what I'm saying? That happens all the time. All the time. You won't say a word to me. I won't say a word to you. This song comes on. I'll be rapping to it. I'll look over at you, and you'll be rapping to it, and then and then you start.
It's like that extra bond.
Exactly. And
that's an interesting icebreaker. I've never actually thought about it that way.
It happens all the time. And a lot of authors argue that white kids loved hip-hop, especially in the 80s, because it was very rebellious. It was the first type of genre of music that was rebellious. You have your Fight the Powers, your F the Police. These are all songs that are telling you, no, do what you want. And as a teenager, an affluent teenager at that, what do you tend to be? rebellious, opposing the status quo, and rap only helped these kids to want to do that more. So they really, really, really like it.
So I have a question then. Do you think that white or rap culture has accommodated itself too much to the white culture to try and appease the mainstream audience?
Make some money.
It's lost some of its bite.
Make some. Give me 6 seconds to answer.
Because I know, I'll let you think, but I know, shout out to Dominic Gantu and his Mr. Policeman, who keeps it very real with his authentic, keeping it a very authentic style.
Yeah.
But then you have a lot of these other artists who end up, rapping about their girlfriends or whatever white people problems are.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of rap, so I can't really speak with much authority.
It is a business. In the 80s, it was more of a hobby. It was a passion. You rapped because you wanted to express yourself in a colorful way.
That makes sense.
Now it's transitioned to, hey, let me make some money. How do I make something that will appease the minds and ultimately influence these kids in the suburbs with the money to buy music from iTunes or stream it on Spotify or anything like that? How do I get them to give me these dollars? You make something that's bumping. I don't think necessarily it caters to specifically white kids. It just caters to whoever has some cash, which unfortunately tends to be white kids.
Yeah.
So that's just what it is. I don't think a rapper is saying he makes music so I want to make this music.
Yeah.
The white kids love it. You know what I'm saying? Of course he wants to make exactly. Of course he wants to make it for his community. Of course he wants to. You know what I'm saying? Make music that everyone who looks like him can benefit from. However, he's thinking about how he's gonna feed himself, how he's gonna pay his bills.
Yeah.
You go to a Beyonce concert, you see a lot of Caucasians there. I go to a Drake concert, I see a lot of Caucasians there spending big money.
You don't realize he was Canadian.
He's definitely. How did you know?
I don't know. I don't really follow him, but there was a great SNL skit.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, and the true hip hop heads. The guys who grew up with it, because we're of the 90s. We're of the 90s, and going into the 2000s. So our greatest rappers, are your Jay-Z's and Drakes. I was 8 years old when Tupac Shakur died. I was almost 9 when Biggie Smalls did. So I wasn't even listening to rap back then. When I started listening to rap and I started understanding what the messages behind the lyrics meant, I was listening to Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I was listening to Eminem. I listened to Drake. And these are three, or guys coming from different genres of rap, and a lot of the guys who were there to witness the manifestation of hip hop, they'll argue against the influence of your Drakes, and they'll say things that guys like Drake and Jay-Z now are selling themselves out and allowing white rappers and the media and mainstream America to appropriate their culture. I don't necessarily think so. I think it's a business. These guys are gonna make their music with those that they love.
But hey, man,
they can do it with, and whoever wants to buy can buy it.
And if it's a business that ends up starting a conversation that wouldn't have happened otherwise, more power to it. That's awesome what you said at the beginning. I had no idea that was an icebreaker.
Oh, Riggs all the time. Riggs all the time. All the time. It is so crazy.
That's heartening to hear.
Even a few weeks ago, I spoke at a junior high, and they're asking me tell me about who you are. So I told them about my corporate job, and then I told them about I have a YouTube show. This is straight up Race 100, and what else I do on the side. Mm-hmm. A little bit of investing here, whatever. That's not the point. And it was 50-50, right? It was maybe it was 50% minorities, 50% white kids.
Yeah.
Okay. The white kids were the ones asking me to do the dab. The white, not the black kids, not the Latinos, the white kids. The black kids started laughing. The white kids were like, "Can you do the dab?" You know what I'm saying? Like whenever you're, whenever like you're, like any black guy that's ever been to a white party can relate. Like when you go to like a white party and like they'll go from playing all this country music, your Taylor Swifts, your Fall Out Boys, your Death Cab for Cuties, and then they'll play that one rap song, and all eyes will just like look at you, and you're like. And they just keep going, like, come on, show us what you're made of, black man. We know you can do it. And part of you wants to, cause like you can't help it.
No.
When you hear the music, you want to move.
Good at
But then the other part of me is like, man, but like I'm not trying to be a freaking clown like for these people.
Of course
like
not.
Exactly. Like I'm no one's like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, but like yeah. But I definitely do agree with that premise that hip hop culture is breaking racial barriers, maybe at a higher rate than the civil rights movement. I truly believe that. And yeah, YouTube, let us know what you guys think about that. It's a very interesting topic of conversation. Yeah. One I'm especially very passionate about. We love to hear your feedback. So you have anything you want to add, sir?
We'll catch you next time on the Race to 100.
And feel free to like, comment, or subscribe to our channel. Shout out to Dominic and Elite Society. Absolutely. Shout out to Paid Young. Shout out to my cousin Dono. And shout out to my brother Sean.
Yeah, keep it real. All right.
Thanks.